Hello everyone, and welcome to UFO Evidence. For decades, the question, "Are we alone?" has echoed through human history. While skeptics demand irrefutable proof, a growing mountain of evidence suggests the answer might be flying right above our heads. Today, we're not trekking into remote deserts or dense forests. We're looking at some of the most compelling and well-documented UFO sightings that have occurred directly over our bustling cities, witnessed by thousands, and sometimes even captured on multiple cameras. Let's journey back to one of the most iconic mass sightings in modern history, the Phoenix Lights. On the evening of March 13th, 1997, thousands of people across a 300-mile corridor in Arizona, including Phoenix, witnessed a series of inexplicable lights. The event unfolded in two distinct phases. First, a massive V-shaped craft, described as being the size of several football fields, glided silently across the sky. Witnesses were stunned by its sheer scale and its ability to move without making a sound. It was dark, solid, and blotted out the stars behind it. People from all walks of life, from kids playing outside to pilots, reported the same thing. Even the governor of Arizona at the time, Fife Symington, would later admit he saw it, describing it as otherworldly. The second phase of the event involved a series of stationary amber orbs hanging in the sky. The military later claimed these were flares dropped during a training exercise. However, many witnesses, including pilots and air traffic controllers, dispute this explanation. They argue the lights were stationary for too long, didn't produce smoke like flares, and vanished in a way that flares simply don't. The V-shaped craft from the first part of the sighting remains completely unexplained. What did thousands of people see that night? A top-secret military craft, or something not from this world? The debate still rages, but the Phoenix Lights remain a cornerstone case for urban UFO sightings. Now, let's fast forward a few years and cross the globe to Belgium. Between 1989 and 1990, a wave of UFO sightings swept across the country. These weren't fleeting glimpses. We're talking about sustained sightings of large black triangular craft, often with powerful lights at each corner, and a central red light. The Belgian UFO wave is particularly significant because it involved the Belgian military. On the night of March 30th, 1990, two Belgian Air Force F-16s were scrambled to intercept one of these objects, which was tracked on multiple ground and airborne radars. The pilots established radar lock-on several times, but the object performed maneuvers that were impossible for any known aircraft. It would accelerate from 170 miles per hour to over 1,100 miles per hour in seconds and drop thousands of feet in the blink of an eye. These weren't just visual sightings, this was hard radar data confirming extreme speeds and G-forces that would be fatal to a human pilot and tear apart a conventional aircraft. The Belgian military was incredibly transparent, holding press conferences and sharing their findings. After a thorough investigation, they concluded they had no explanation for the phenomenon. The Belgian UFO wave remains one of the most well-documented cases involving military engagement with an unidentified aerial phenomenon. Let's move to another major metropolitan area, Chicago O'Hare International Airport, one of the busiest airports in the world. On November 7, 2006, around 4:15 p.m., a group of United Airlines employees, including ramp workers, mechanics, and a manager, spotted a dark gray, saucer-shaped object hovering silently over Gate C-17. It was visible for several minutes, just hanging there in the overcast sky. Then, according to witnesses, the object shot straight up at an incredible speed, punching a perfect circular hole in the thick cloud layer. What makes this case so compelling is the credibility of the witnesses. These are trained observers, people who look at airplanes all day, every day. They know what conventional aircraft look and sound like. They describe something utterly silent and with flight capabilities beyond anything they had ever seen. Initially, the FAA denied any knowledge of the event, claiming nothing was seen on radar. However, after a Freedom of Information Act request by a journalist, the FAA released records confirming that a tower manager had indeed been notified by a United Airlines supervisor about the sighting. Why the initial denial? Was it a simple miscommunication or an attempt to downplay an event they couldn't explain over one of America's most critical airspaces? Now let's consider the digital age. With a smartphone in every pocket, you'd think we'd have crystal clear videos of UFOs every day. While many videos are easily debunked as drones, planes, or even CGI, some truly defy explanation. Take, for instance, the countless videos that emerge from cities like Los Angeles, New York, and London, showing formations of lights or tic-tac shaped objects, moving in ways that defy our understanding of physics. A notable example occurred over Jerusalem in 2011. Multiple videos, taken from different angles, appeared to show a glowing orb descending over the Dome of the Rock. It hovers for a moment, emits a bright flash of light, and then shoots upwards into the night sky at an incredible velocity. Skeptics were quick to call it a hoax, a clever, viral marketing campaign. However, video analysts have struggled to find conclusive evidence of tampering. The fact that multiple independent videos captured the same event from different locations makes a simple CGI hoax much more difficult to orchestrate. These modern sightings, shared instantly across the globe, bring the UFO phenomenon directly into our daily lives. They force us to question the images and videos we see on our screens. So what are we to make of all this? From the massive craft over Phoenix, to the radar-confirmed triangles over Belgium, the silent saucer at O'Hare, and the countless videos from cities worldwide, the evidence is becoming impossible to ignore. These are not isolated incidents witnessed by a single person in the middle of nowhere. These are mass sightings, often corroborated by radar data, military personnel, and multiple video sources, happening right over our heads. The official narrative is slowly shifting. Governments around the world, including the United States Pentagon, are now openly acknowledging the existence of unidentified aerial phenomena, or UAPs as they now call them. They admit these objects are real, and they perform in ways that cannot be explained by current technology. The conversation is no longer about if they exist, but what they are. Are they advanced drones from a rival nation? Are they secret, black-budget projects from our own governments? Or could they be something else entirely? A presence that has been observing us for a very, very long time. The city sightings are perhaps the most profound because they challenge our sense of security and our place in the universe. It's one thing to imagine strange lights in a desolate landscape. It's another to have an unexplained object hovering silently over your workplace or your home. It forces a direct confrontation with the unknown. As we continue to point our cameras and radars to the sky, it's likely we will capture even more of these events. The question is, will we ever get a clear answer? Or will the mystery of the UFOs over our cities continue to deepen? What do you think? Have you ever seen something in the sky you couldn't explain? Share your stories and theories in the comments below. We read every single one. Thank you for joining us on UFO Evidence. If you found this investigation fascinating, please hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into the world's most compelling UFO cases. Stay curious and keep looking up.